not every nightmare happens while you're asleep. These are 4 real stories of home invasions, told by men who survived moments most of us can't imagine. Listen closely. This one made the local news in Melbourne, Australia, and it still haunts me when I think about how random it was. I was staying with my aunt and cousin in Gladstone Park. Early one Thursday morning, around 5 a.m., the front door was kicked open. 5 guys in hoodies rushed in. One had a gun, another had a hammer, and at least 2 had knives. They were screaming a name. Someone my cousin apparently owed money to. Only problem? That guy didn't live there anymore. They grabbed me first. One of them held a knife to my throat, while the others beat my cousin with a hammer, screaming, "Where is he?" My aunt tried to fight them off, but they threw her against the wall and pointed the gun at her. The whole thing lasted under 3 minutes. They trashed the place, stole keys, took cash, and left in a stolen RAV4. We both ended up in the hospital. My cousin almost lost his ear, and I had 2 cracked ribs. Police said it was a targeted invasion gone wrong. Wrong address, wrong guy. I haven't slept easy since. A few years ago, I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Memphis. It wasn't in the worst area, but it wasn't great either. I worked 10-hour shifts at a clinic downtown and usually came home beat. On this particular Thursday, I got off early. It was still light out when I parked and headed inside. Like an idiot, I didn't lock the front door after coming in. I dropped my backpack on the counter, grabbed a water, and went upstairs to throw some laundry into the closet. I figured I'd relax and play some Xbox before my girlfriend got back. A few minutes later, I heard the front door creak open. I assumed it was her, so I yelled, "Hey, I'm upstairs." No response. The silence hit me weird. I stepped into the hallway and called out again, louder. Still nothing. That's when I heard the sound of someone exhaling. It was faint, but it was inside the apartment. I walked slowly down the stairs, and as I turned the corner into the kitchen, I locked eyes with a man I'd never seen before, standing halfway behind my kitchen island. He wasn't doing anything, just standing there, watching me. No words, no movement. I didn't even think. I just backed up the stairs, slammed the bedroom door shut, and locked it. Grabbed my phone and called 911. By the time they got there, the guy was gone. The front door was wide open, like nothing ever happened. They never found him. My neighbor later said he saw the same guy a few nights before, walking around the building like he lived there. From that day on, I never left my door unlocked again. That 1 second of laziness could have cost me everything. Back in 7th grade, I had a half day and got home early while my mom was still at work. It was just me and my dog. I grabbed a snack, let the dog outside, and plopped on the couch. A few minutes in, someone started pounding on the back door, like full-on fists slamming against it. I froze. Nobody ever came to our back door. It was fenced in. I crept into the kitchen and peeked out the window. Nothing, no one there. Then the glass in the living room window shattered. I ran upstairs and locked myself in the bathroom. My hands were shaking so bad I almost dropped my phone dialing 911. I whispered into the receiver. The dispatcher stayed with me, but the cops took forever. I lived less than a mile from the station, but it felt like hours. Meanwhile, I heard footsteps downstairs. My dog was barking like mad. Then came crashing sounds, drawers opening, furniture tipping over. I sat there quietly, praying the guy wouldn't come up. Eventually, I heard the back door slam shut. When police arrived, they searched the house and found out he was a neighbor, a guy in his 30s who thought the house was empty and wanted to rob it. He used to be friends with the kid who lived there before me. He brought a crowbar and gloves. I was 12. I didn't sleep right for a year after that. This happened in 2019. I was 24 and renting a basement apartment in northern New Jersey. It was cheap, quiet, and tucked into the back of an older house. One night around 2 a.m., I woke up to a faint sound. At first, I thought it was just the pipes or my neighbors upstairs. Then I heard my bedroom door creak. I sleep with it cracked a bit, but I knew for a fact I had closed and latched it that night. I didn't move. I was facing the wall, under the blanket, heart pounding. Then I heard a footstep, slow and deliberate. I turned slowly and saw a man in a dark hoodie, barely visible in the moonlight, just standing near the doorway. He didn't say anything, just watched. I held my breath and reached for my phone on the nightstand. It was gone. The guy stepped forward and crouched near the floor. I realized he was picking something up, my phone. He had already been in the room. I panicked, jumped up and ran at him. He bolted out the door, through the kitchen, and out the back sliding door. I didn't stop to follow. I called the police from my laptop, shaking. Turns out the guy had slipped in through a side window while I was asleep. Cops never caught him, but here's the worst part. When I reviewed the Nest Cam I'd set up in my living room, I saw him standing behind my couch for 9 minutes, just watching me sleep from the hallway before he entered my room. 9 minutes.